Hello friends, thank you for stopping by. My name is Olajumoke and you're welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you can already tell what we're going to be discussing today from the title below. Now, do this is none other than a woman of high repute who also doubles as a counselor, a minister of the gospel, and I chose her because I've been able to see what she has done in the relationships between parents and children, and I really look forward to your feedback. I'm really looking forward to you learning something from this discussion. For parents who are watching this, please take this as an opportunity to work on your relationship with your children, and for children on the other hand, take this as an opportunity to make your parents your friends, make them, see the hand, make it a point of duty to develop a proper relationship with your parents. I want you to relax and enjoy because it's going to be a very informative session. Thank you. Welcome back. Right now we are seated with our guest for today. So Ma, please could you kindly introduce yourself to us? Tell us who you are.
Oh, my name is Mrs. Modupe Esther Mobolanle Ebueko.
Okay. What do you do, Ma? What do you do?
Oh, right now, I'm not really doing anything, as in going out to work. But there are a lot of things, even staying inside the house, that is a lot serious than going out to work. Right now, as a minister of the gospel, I do counseling on the phone. If need be, they do come around. But with the pandemic, we do it on the phone. Sometimes we do Zoom. And I give some prep for people who needs to understand what marriage is all about. And people who want to lose weight, who want to work on their diet,
okay.
People who want to, all kind of things.
Okay.
But before now, I'm into interior decor.
Oh, okay.
But even before the interior decor thing came up, I used to work with British Caledonia.
Okay.
In the late 70s to mid 80s. When British Caledonia had to leave Nigeria because of the IATA problem they had. And before then, I had left the air business. So I went into interior decor, went to Paris to do my case study and at the same time my training.
Okay.
So I came back, and that has been what I've been doing, managing that with the home fund. And I'm married to a naval personnel who travels a lot, and it's not always at home. So most of the time, I'm like the dad, I'm like their mom too, or the kids. And with other kids that the Lord has brought my way, we all live together, and it's been okay. So it was not easy though, but it was easy too.
I'm sure that's why you are able to counsel. That's how you are able to counsel other people, in their marriages, in their homes. And yes, I think that's why I chose you in the first place.
Maybe
yes.
You might be right. You might be right. You might be right.
Because she has a lot under her belt. I mean, you can hear all the things that she has done, all the things she has, seen, and all of that. And that's very encouraging. That's why we have her here. So, Mommy, I brought you up so you could counsel our parents and children who are watching us, about relationship with, a father, a mother with their children, and children with their parents. I want to know, how should a relationship between parents and children be? Because, it just seems like the relationship is just going down the drain. I don't even know how to explain it these days. So how should it be? What's the typical way a relationship should be between parents and children?
That's a very deep and a wide question in the sense that if you want to look at it from the perspective of God, it's supposed to be, or is a cordial relationship. That is a relationship. You see, the way God has commanded us to relate with Him. Everything starts with love. Wherever there is love, you are ready also to participate in what is happening in that environment. But the question you have asked now, the relationship, to go back to that relationship, it's something that is supposed to be cordial. It's something that is supposed to be natural. It's something that is supposed to be earned by both parties.
Okay.
But generally, because of the fear of this is how I want my kids to be, this is the way I want them to go, this is what is my plan for them. When we look at them not taking that step, not going that way, the fear comes that what I'm trying to show this child or these children to be in future or to be doing right now, they are not taking the steps. And then there are clashes. Because you don't expect a child of 0 to 5 to give you order, to say, Mommy, just like the video that went viral sometimes ago of...
Mommy, calm down. Or is it that one?
Yes.
Mommy, calm down.
To me, it's like that child, one, is been misbehaving for a long while because he's telling the mom, I won't do it again. And the mom too was saying, you always do this and you tell me you won't, you know. So like that kind of child needs to be disciplined very well. Because he's telling the mom what he should do. Go calm down. He's showing it practically how the mom should calm down. So he's been having his way all this while. You know, in that, he's still under the age of molding.
Yes.
He still need to, he can't tell the mom, this is what I want, this is what I must do. But you see, the difference is, the child, I don't know what that child had done, this one we are talking about now. And he's been staying with the mom, he's been, with the sentence he made, it's like he's been repeating that thing. And I don't know the method he has been using to stop him. You need to change your method. I don't know how friendly he is with a child. Your children need to be your friends. They need to be your friends. But you find out that the way we, say for instance, a family that has like 3 kids, one is Ada, the other one is Obi, the third one is Toyin. We want to treat the 3 of them the same way, but they are different personalities.
Yes.
They have different characters. They are different way of approaching them. There are different way you can solve their problems. There are different way you can meet them to do things. But we want to use the same method. We now say, okay, Ada is the senior girl, for instance. You say, see, your sister, she has just finished doing that thing. Now, what are you still looking at for? What are you still waiting for until she has gone to the university? You are still here. You cannot even pass your jam. You know, all that kind of thing.
Yes.
That child is run down already. You don't even know what is her problem. Why has she not made it? You are just comparing Obi with Ada. You have not taken your time to study how did we propel Ada? How did we enhance Ada? How did we help Ada to get where she is right now? And then look at Obi. Obi maybe is a slow learner. Maybe Ada is a fast learner. I'm just using the academic section of it now. There are other areas too. Maybe housework, domestic work. You see, one is very agile, the other one is slow, or one is not even ready to do anything. But there is a particular thing that one is very good at. Maybe he likes going out to run errands. He doesn't like staying within the house. Discover these kids. And once you discover them, you will know how to address them. And they will, because knowing that mommy knows who is who, they will now know that, okay, mommy, I need to talk to you. They know when to talk to mommy. Mommy knows how to address them too at different times. But when a child comes to you and I say, mommy, before the child even, maybe is going through stress. Parents, most times we just assume that because they are children, they don't have their own stress. They are going through a lot of stress. They are going through a lot of challenges. They are going through I don't know how to, in fact, using their peers alone too. These days that we have technology, anywhere you put your eyes, you put your nose, you put your body, you hear different kind of things. Peer pressure is even a minute thing. So what you hear the child was that the child always beats his classmates who are girls almost every day. And the class teacher discovered this and reported to the proprietress of the school. And they invited the parents of the child. And the poor boy said he was playing with the classmates. They said, you are beating them, they be crying, re-beating.
Wow.
So when they now asked, he now said, that's how I see my mom and dad playing. So apparently,
He thought he was playing.
yes, the child thought the parents were playing, but they were having a fight. So in such a home, how will friendliness, how will cordial relationship be established? So the whole thing starts from we parents. How can we both, that's the husband, the husband and the wife, stay in a cordial relationship to raise children? Because what you don't have, you can't give. Both of you are always angry, fighting, insulting each other. These kids are watching and they will put to play what they are seeing. So that's what happened to that child. But the child just thought they were playing. So he will make sure the child is beaten, cries before he stops, except the teacher intervene, because that's what the dad does to the mom.
Wow.
So in such an environment, tell me, how can there be a relationship between the children and their parents? Because if the mother says this, the father will say something else. They are not saying the same. That's a commotion. It's in a confused, Fiji house of commotion. Sort of that, if I may put it that way. So there is confusion in the house. So, and again, everybody knows that the husband or the father is the head of the family, according to the word of God too. You see, kids, if they don't put them through to really know how to step in and step out, sometimes they begin to take advantage of their mom being liberal or their dad being liberal to be doing one thing or the other. Why did I say this? If I am the mother of Ada, I tell Ada, you can't go to that party tonight. Ada knows that the dad has a soft spot for her.
Yes.
He said, okay, mommy, she go upstairs or go to her room. When dad comes back from work, Dad, you're welcome. How was your day? You look tired. Dad, I have something I want to tell you. Okay, my darling, my baby. What is it? You know that my classmates, I need to go to the party. He won't say she has told mom. No. And mom has said, no, you can't go. And I said, why? Of course you can go. Hey, thank you, you're the best daddy. You're going to give the dad a hug. But when there is this place where the dad and the mom stand firm, if mom has told you you are not going, you're not going. You don't come and say, hey, and she's happy. He gets it and it's gone. She's gone. So it makes the mom looks wicked.
Yes. Yeah.
So both have, see, it's a deep topic that both have to work together to really get things done as the parents.
Yes.
If it's working well with them, it will flow from there to the kids. Whereby there is no understanding between the two of them, it's always going to be confusion, whichever way you look at it. If you don't let me as a mother to address the issue, you as a father, you have your place too. But we are raising these kids together. Sometimes they do, whether old or young, your dad should not hear this thing you have said now.
At all.
They know.
Yeah.
And they think we die there. Sometimes there are some things that there is a way we handle it first before we now approach dad and say, both all of us, mom and dad, we now go and say, Dad, I want to tell you something, or this is what has happened. Then the mom now will now say, okay, sorry dad, Ada has told me about this thing that happened. And I just feel it's a very big mistake from her. I mean, and cordially, the dad is not, sometimes we now say, because it's your daughter now. You can, yes, you can side her. You can do this. You see, so it's delicate, and at the same time, it's not raising kids and making them or allowing them or breeding them to the place of being friendly or being cordial is the real job.
You know, that actually brings me to my next question. Can children be friends with their parents? I mean, is it possible? Because you see, some other children will say, oh, my mom is my friend. She's not just my mom is my friend, she's my best friend. But you see some others, they just treat them like, this is my mom, mother-child relation. You know how it is.
Yes.
You gave birth to me, you are my mom, and we leave it at that. There's nothing extra. You can't sit your mom down and say, mommy, see what happened in school, see what... You can't tell her what you're going through. She's not your friend per se, or your dad is not your friend. So is it possible for you to be friends, for children to be friends with their parents? Is it possible?
Very, very possible. If I may ask you, the people that always say this, or let me even say, they always say, it's not possible for my mother to be my friend, my dad. They are either the middle child or first child. Especially first child. Especially the first child. You know, when the first child comes, the first child is like a guinea pig.
Trial and error.
Whatever you want to do. No. Sit down there, spank. Oh yeah. Frog jump. Pig pin.
Yeah.
All kind of punishment. Go and sleep. It's 6 o'clock. So after that child, Ada, let me use Ada again. Ada has come to stay.
Yes, so.
Ada is now growing. Obi came. You have used Ada as a testing case.
Yes.
So Obi now, you know, say, you see, when it was my turn, this is not what you did. In fact, from the day of birth of Ada, pictures from the hospital. Pam, 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 pam.
As she's coming out, they're taking
As she's coming out, even you are allowed, when they are giving birth to her, they are taking pictures.
Yes, so.
Her first birthday, the whole world.
In fact, everywhere.
By the time Obi is coming, it's calmer, it's quiet, it's not. So, how do you expect Ada to now say he wants to be friendly with mother? I ask you that question. Or dad.
Ada Obi.
Ada.
Oh, yes.
Well, Ada now is like, you are just too harsh on me. Because you'll be looking at you, see the way you are treating Obi, see the way you are treating Toyin.
Somebody has taken over the sport and all of that.
Exactly.
What to think of it? I never thought that it's usually the
That is it. That is it.
I never knew.
So they just be telling you, but they can be rather. When the mom is, that's why we have to watch out. When you begin to look at the way that child, that particular child is behaving, or children, maybe you have 5, maybe 2 out of them, the way they behave is like, when the 5 are sitting down, we're watching TV, suddenly 2 will just stand, go to their room. Everybody there's something going watching TV. Suddenly you just see a discussion just comes up. After like 2 minutes into the discussion, 2 of them will just leave. It's like, it's we, they are going to end up with this now, and then they are going to slash us down. Let's just disappear. And from there, if it's not properly handled, it can grow to hatred. The hatred among siblings, and then the hatred among the children and their parents. That you are the daddy or mommy's favorite, you know. And so you need to discover who this child is. They are different individuals. They have different character. They have different way of responding to things. Some, they are very emotional. Why some? They don't care. They're so strong. And so you cannot attend to both person the same way.
Yes.
So it is very, very, very possible for kids to be friendly with their mother. But for this to work or to happen, the mom or the parents,
Yes.
they are the people that need to do the work to discover these children. Apart from discovering their talents rather, who are they? Who these kids? Who is this person? Who is Ada? Who is Obi? Who is Toyin? How can I approach Toyin? It's just like adults. Some adults, when they just wake up, some people are morning people. When you just wake up, you see the way the fellow will be very active.
Yes.
When it's evening, it's like it's dropping dead.
Yes.
But some people in the evenings, that's when they are active, afternoon to evening.
Yeah.
So the same way, when you look at the character of these children, you let him eat first before you tell him that story. He will answer you, or before you send him that message. Or this one, or you want to do something. You just study them. And it's like, it happens to spouses too. You should know when to talk to your spouse. This thing is possible if we can take time to watch and read and study each other. The way you study book,
Yes.
you can get through it. With prayer first, as believers.
Yes.
For children, they are the heritage of God.
Yes.
Who gave us the kids? It's God himself that gave us these children. The manual, he has them. Why can't we approach him each time? You see, God, you have given me Ada. I don't know who Ada is. Let me, at different times, at different age, at different encounter with Ada, let me be seeing that manual so I can use it to train Ada. Because the fact that you are a parent, especially let me say a mother, doesn't mean you have the wisdom and knowledge to train a child.
Please write that down if you're writing. Wow. The fact that you're a parent doesn't mean you have the wisdom to train a child.
No, or the knowledge. No. It takes, parenting takes God. And you too, watching these kids one after the other and putting in their lives what God is showing you to invest in their life.
Wow. So, from the summary of what you just told us now, it is very possible for parents to be friends with their children. It's
Vice
not
versa.
an impossible, and vice versa too.
Vice
It's
versa.
not an impossible thing.
It's
So
very
it's
possible.
Very, very possible.
Very,
Yes.
very possible. When a child approaches you, like a parent, and want to say something, and you just shut the child down, how can the child come again tomorrow?
Won't
No,
come again.
exactly. So, but
He
when,
won't come again.
no matter what the child is going to say, no matter how stupid, no matter useless, no matter senseless, listen. Listen. have a listening ear to your kids. It's very important. Listen. If not, they will go and tell people who will listen to them outside your home.
Yes.
And they will get a wrong counsel.
Absolutely. Okay, that brings me to my next question. It just seems like this conversation, you always just know the next question.
Oh, okay.
In fact, so this next question, why does it seem like some parents don't listen to their children? I remember telling her over the phone when I was trying to book this session, and I told her of a story of someone I heard of, well, a family friend somewhere, that the child used to complain of headache. She was always having headache. And then the parents and every other person, her siblings, they just thought she was just trying to be lazy. They thought she was just, just being funny, Eventually, one thing led to the other. They eventually took her to the hospital. From there, they found out that she had leukemia. Eventually, she died. So if some situations are not that severe, I want to know why does it just seem like parents don't listen? I need to know, because it seems like you are saying something, they are not just listening. They are not listening. So please, can you tell us some more, because we really need to know why it seems like they are not listening.
Thank you. You have used the right word this time around to say it seems
like they are not listening.
It seems they are not listening, but they are listening. They are. Let me say some parents are listening. Let me just use that word. Some are listening. Some might not be listening, but some are listening. What really happens sometimes is like knowing your child already. In fact, as the child is approaching you, you already know what the child is coming to say or to ask sometimes. So, but it's always good to just let the child. Sometimes you can be wrong.
Yes.
It's okay. It's because of that cookies you want to come. I said you should not eat it yesterday, and today you want to go pick some. That's what it says. No, mommy. No, it's the cookies. No, go take it. I said, no, mommy. Go and take the cookies. You see, an argument has come. That kind of child may not come back to tell the mom or the dad, this is what I'm going through. It's not the cookie I want to tell you about or talk to you about. I want to tell you about something else. So when I've said it just now, I never knew that was going to be the next question, and that it's like we parents, most times or sometimes, we don't listen because we always live in a place of assumption. Assumption in the sense that it's like we know what the child is coming to ask or what is going on already in the life of the child or the children. And it's a lie. And for a child to get to a place of coming to open up with you, that relationship would have been built up.
Yes. There has to be a relationship first.
That's right. Yes. So if the relationship is there, it's open, the door is open already for that child to always come. No matter how stupid the thing, the mother or the father, they are ready to listen. What is making it to look as if they don't listen is because the relationship is never there.